100% Chelsea. Hello everyone. Good morning on a Monday morning. Unfortunately for us Chelsea fans, it's not such a great morning because once again, the back pages, the news, Sky Sports, this, that and the other are only talking about one thing, and it's not the title race. It's not Man City. It's not Arsenal. It's not United. It's not Leicester and their amazing form. It's not West Ham and their new Pele in Payet. It's Chelsea who sit in 15th place. And once again, we're in the news because of a controversial issue. Now, this came out yesterday. News came out yesterday from a source, apparently a very reliable source. No one knows what this source is. Outlets such as TalkSport and the BBC, etc. are saying it's a journalist who has a link within the club. Dan Levine as well, who's a known Chelsea journalist, has come on Twitter and said it's a reliable source. So people are believing it. People are saying this is legit. The news come out yesterday that a Chelsea first team player quoted and said, "I would rather lose than win for Mourinho." Now that is serious. And I mean serious. That is really, really deep. Because if this is true, and a player said this, a first team player said this, there's a cancer in the team. There is a massive cancer in the team and a disease. And that player, if it's true, I stress, if it's true, that player needs his contract terminated now. Now. Because we had this issue before with William Gallas, if any of you remember. He threatened to score an own goal if he wasn't allowed to leave the club. Eventually, we let him go, thankfully. But we don't want this sort of issue. Now, the problem is, with Gallas, we knew it was Gallas. With now, we don't know who it is. That's the problem. No one can identify who it is. All we can do now is investigate and try and piece things together ourselves. So we've got to run down the list of all the players. Courtois, not him. He's injured. He's training again. He's in rehab. He's put updates about his condition. You can tell he wants to play. He's happy playing. It's not him. Ivanovic, it's definitely not Ivanovic because Jose is the first to pick him in the team. I mean, Ivanovic, when he's fit, he's playing every week. So I don't think it's Ivanovic. Cahill, you can see the work rate he's putting in at the moment. He's not on form, but he's putting in the tackles. He's putting in the effort. I don't think it's him. If it's him, you just see him coasting along. And he's not been coasting along. John Terry, same story. John Terry is our leader. He's come out in support of Jose publicly. It's not him. Azpilicueta, don't think it's him either. He's been playing, quite well for his standard anyway. He's been one of the few who's been putting 100%. So Azpilicueta, I doubt. Matic, possibility there. He hasn't been up to scratch. He hasn't been on form at all. He's been playing though, and I don't think he's shown so much displeasure. But it could be. So Matic, we put aside. Possibility. Mikel, again, I don't think so. He's stuck by the club and every single manager that's walked through the door. So I don't think it's Mikel. Ramirez, he's come out publicly and supported Mourinho. Oscar, he's come out publicly and supported Mourinho. Willian, he has put in 200% every single game. So I don't think it's him. Eden Hazard. Now this is where I think it might be the guy. Eden Hazard has been completely off it since the rumour of him linked to Madrid. He got taken off against Liverpool just at the start of the second half, 55 minutes I think. And if you look at his body language, he got taken off and he wasn't fussed, not one bit. He just walked off. Yeah, oh, is that me? Oh, I'm off. And he just jogged off. He walked straight past the manager, didn't even look at him, went and sat down. I think it could be him. Big possibility in Eden Hazard. Fabregas, people would speculate and say it's Fabregas, but he came to Chelsea Football Club when Jose was here. He knew what he was getting himself into. He had a great season last year. He's been playing. He's not been on form, but he's not been complaining. You haven't seen any resentment from Fabregas. So I don't think it's Fabregas. Diego Costa will go into battle with anybody. So it's definitely not Costa. Remy, he's been playing recently. I doubt someone like Remy will take it to this level at the moment. So no. Falcao, possibility. Again, possibility. But I'm not so sure. I think, again, he knew what he was getting himself into. He knew Diego Costa was first choice. But again, it's a possibility. Apart from those, there's no one else. Loftus-Cheek, I don't see him complaining to that level. Not to that level. He's been playing a few times. He's been playing well. He knows the fans are behind him. He's young. He knows that. I don't think he would take it to this sort of level. Kennedy, same story. You know, apparently he's loving life at Chelsea at the moment. So it's definitely not him. So we have Matic, Hazard, maybe Fabregas, doubtful, maybe Falcao. If I'm looking at those four guys, there's one guy that sticks out. And for me, it's Eden Hazard. But I want to warn you, this is just my take on who it might be, if it's true. I don't want to start pointing fingers and saying, it's him. Start ripping into him. No. But if it's true, and a player said this, then by all means, that player needs to be thrown out of the club now, before it starts spreading. Because if one player starts getting agitated, and he starts saying this sort of thing, then he can get others to say the same thing as well. And we don't want that. It's a cancer. Remember, it's a cancer. Now, if this is not true, because this is a possibility, this isn't even true. This is not legit at all. If it's not true, and the media are doing what they do best, then my God, they've taken it to the lowest possible level they can possibly take it. I mean, if you're going to start speculating about something like this, you know there's an agenda against the club. Simple. But again, we don't know. It might actually be true. So I'm not going to start pointing fingers at the media as well. I just want to say, the message for this video is to all Chelsea fans, if it's true and there's a player who said he would rather lose than win for Mourinho, then he should just pack his bags and leave or terminate his contract, get him out. Because I'm sure people within the team, as I said, if it's true, know who it is. Jose's not stupid. And if they know who it is, you get rid of him now. Now. Before it starts spreading. Because that is absolutely despicable. If you're at work and you might not agree with your manager, you deal with him face to face and you sort your problems out with him one to one. You don't sabotage the club. You don't sabotage the team. You don't sabotage the results. That is out of order. Jose Mourinho was hired to manage the team. If you have a problem with how the team is managed, you deal with him personally. Not to the media, not making quotes, not making accusations. You go to him and say, listen, knock, knock. I'm sorry, I have a problem. Can we discuss? You do that. And you deal with it personally. You don't take it to this sort of level. If someone is willing to sabotage, who's getting paid thousands and thousands a week by the club, if he's willing to sabotage the team that pays him that much money, then he needs his contract terminated and he needs to be made unemployed right now. Right now. So that is all I have to say. We have to get to the bottom of this as a unit, together, as fans, as a fan base. We need to try and get to the bottom of this with the help of journalists and the ones who want to help us. And, you know, the help of all the sources that we have to get to the bottom of who it is. If it's true. Because if it is, that player needs to be cut out now. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts about this whole rumour. Because it's unbelievable. That is the rumour that can go to the lowest form possible. Like, you can't get anything worse than this. Than a player come out and say that. A first-team player. That's all I have to say. Let me know. If you have any news or anything, do leave it in the comments. Definitely. As I said, together we need to investigate. Subscribe to 100% Chelsea if you are new. Again, leave us your comments. Check out all the social media links in the description below. And I will see you really, really soon. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care.
We should be there. We should be there. And Willian was having to try and do stuff on his own all over again. Yeah. It was happening again. I don't know what to say anymore.